Thank you, Honorable Chairman. The execution of the policy for rebundling the group is the responsibility of the government. There is a committee that comprises the Minister of Energy, the President's Office, and I think another department, I think perhaps Minister of Finance. I would say that in terms of timelines, they have only very recently managed to kickstart the project by deploying a consultant. Unfortunately, it took many years before the consultant could be contracted. But nevertheless, we started, I think, last week.
Are you saying the government of the Republic of Zimbabwe is taking a policy position towards the rebundling?
Yes, it did. Indeed. Yes, yeah, the position was taken by the government, and it was announced to us in May 2018. And as of last week, we have commenced with the consultant to look at his work plan, and he will be deployed, as I understand, for about 3 months before he hands over a document to the government which will indicate what has to be done, how it should be done, and when it should be done. It's at the end of the 3 months that we shall be certain of the implementation milestones that you have inquired about. Thank you.
One common code, ZESA or disadvantage position.
Honorable Chairman, unbundling was a very good concept at the time it was conceived, because there was enough evidence that that is the trend that the world has taken. Unbundling would create special companies that would be able to attract ring-fence investments, and in that way it would bring into our country new capital and new technology and new management. But to cut a long story short, unbundling was never really achieved, because as a country, I think we became hesitant to share equity with anyone else. So what you ended up with, and this detail is very material to the inquiry of this honorable committee. What you ended up with, you had a half-baked product. You had a restructuring that created these, if I may call them babies, but the babies could not be shared with the private sector, and they remained at the government. So you had a vertically integrated structure of companies or entities. Altogether, there are 7 boards today for an operation that is owned by the same shareholder, regulated in the same way. And that has promoted a runaway of control of the assets and operations and finances of the industry to an extent never imagined. This is the mother of the chaos that we witnessed and was discovered in the process of the inquiry. So my view, and this is a very widely held view, is that if we are not prepared to share the equity with the private sector, then let us remain with one simple organization that we can supervise and regulate more efficiently than this matrix of undertakings under one umbrella.
For these and other stories, visit our website www.263chat.com. Follow us on Twitter @263chat and like our Facebook page 263chat.